Bam Adebayo just scored 83 points and surpassed Kobe's 81-point game. Today, Bam is a 40 overall, and every point he scores is +1 to his attributes. The 4 goals to complete this video is for Bam to become an All-Star, a 99 overall, win an MVP, and to win a championship. And after 2 weeks, the Heat are going to start out 0-7. Bam's averaging 5.4 points a game on 24% shooting. But in 2 weeks, he's put up 38 points, which is going to give us 38 upgrades. And with those 38 upgrades, we got Bam's layup up to a 63. I think we're going to work on his inside finishing, then go to mid-range, and then move to three-pointer and just go on from there. Let's sim to the new year to see how many points he has. And at the start of the new year, the Heat are going to be 1-32, which is actually crazy. This team definitely might end up with the least amount of wins in a season ever. And Bam's averages did go down by 0.3 points per game. But he's up to 168 points, which is going to give us 130 upgrades. And with those upgrades, we did max out Bam's layup and his dunk, and we did get his close shot up to a 45. And Bam is now 45 overall as well. And we're definitely not going to make the playoffs this season, so let's just go ahead and sim to the end and see how many points Bam finishes with. Cade Cunningham's going to win MVP this season, averaging 33, 6, and 8. And Tyler Hero actually won 6th Man of the Year. I don't know why he wasn't starting, but at least that's something the Heat won, because they did not win a lot of games. They actually ended up finishing, the Heat finished dead last in the NBA with a record of 9-73, which isn't the worst of all time, but it is getting there. So obviously we didn't make the playoffs, but let's see how many points Bam finished the season with. Bam finished the season averaging about 7 points per game on 31% shooting. Horrendous, not even 10% on 3. And he finished the season with 568 points, which is going to give us exactly 400 upgrades. And with those 400 upgrades, we upgraded Bam's foul to a 75, his free throw to 99, his three-pointer to 99, his mid-range, close shot, and dunk all to 99 as well. So now he's a very big scoring threat. He still doesn't have any ball handling or physical, so we do need to get those up next. But he is going to finish the season at a 57 overall, and the Timberwolves are going to beat the Pistons in the finals, and Anthony Edwards wins finals MVP, scoring 32 points per game. Let's go ahead and jump into the next season and see if he can make the playoffs. Actually, before we do that, we actually do have to do the draft lottery. I forgot to have the worst record in the league. Hopefully we can get the first pick. Let's see. The Heat are going to get the first pick in the draft, so I'm curious to see who we get to help out Bam. And the Heat are actually going to get Cameron Boozer with the first pick, and hopefully he can help bring this team to a playoff push. But let's get into the next season. And Bam's overall did go up to a 59 in the offseason. And the Heat start out slightly better after a month. They have 3 wins, but also 11 losses. Let's see how many points Bam has though. Okay, so Bam's actually averaging 15 points per game so far, and he's shooting really good on his field goal percentage, but I don't think he's made a 3 yet, it seems like. And he's up to 150 points. And that's going to give us 150 upgrades. And with those upgrades, we maxed out his foul to 99, his shot IQ to 99, and we got his ball handle all the way up to an 80. Next, we're obviously going to be working on the playmaking. Maybe some physical in there, but we'll just see what we're feeling when we get there. But Bam is up to a 65 overall, and we're just going to go ahead and sim it to All-Star break. And at the All-Star break, the Heat are going to be 13-41. We're definitely not going to make the playoffs again, but let's just see how many points Bam has. The Heat actually traded for OG Anunoby, and I think they lost Tyler Hero, sadly. But Bam's up to 19.4 points per game, and he's up to 971 points on the season, which is going to give us 821 upgrades. So with those upgrades, we finished maxing out Bam's playmaking stats. We also maxed out his rebounding and all of his physicals, and Bam's up to an 80 overall. His overall's climbing. I think it's too late for the Heat to even make a playoff push this season, but next season we definitely should get it. Let's see how many points Bam finishes this season at. And Nikola Jokic is going to win the MVP this season, averaging 32, 13, and 10. And the Heat once again did not make the playoffs. And Bam finished the season averaging 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he shot 47% on threes. And he finishes the season with 1,911 points, which is going to leave us with 940 upgrades. We now have all of Bam's stats up to a 99, and he's just 1 overall shy of a 99 overall. I think he just needs some more badges and he'll get it up there, but he won't be able to get it this season. And the Heat did not make the playoffs, so we are just going to go ahead and go into our 3rd season. Let's see who wins the ring first. And the Pistons actually win the ring this year, with Cade Cunningham winning Finals MVP, averaging 39 points per game and 11 assists. And since Bam's already at 98 overall, I think we're just going to go ahead and sim it to All-Star game to see if he makes it. And at All-Star break, the Heat are going to do a complete turnaround and be 31-24. Honestly, thought it would be just a little bit better, but can't complain with this. And looking at the All-Star game, we do see that Bam did make an All-Star, and he actually played the best in the game. But with Bam becoming an All-Star, that's going to complete our first goal of the day. Bam's also averaging 31 and 11 rebounds, which is crazy, and he's up to 1682 points already. And it looks like Bam has reached a 99 overall as well, which is going to complete our second goal of the day. Since we have no more attributes to upgrade, we're going to be working on his badges, and for every 100 points Bam scores, that's going to be 1 badge upgrade. And since we're at 1682, that's going to be 16 badge upgrades for us already. And we're going to put post riser up to legend, rise up to legend, layup mix master up to legend, paint prodigy to legend, and max out physical finisher. And that's going to leave us with 1 badge upgrade, which we're just going to put to post powerhouse. Hopefully this leads Miami to a crazy run at the end, and let's see what seed we finish out at. And Wemby's going to win the MVP this season, averaging 27 and 12. But Bam did make All-NBA first team, and the Heat finished with the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. And Bam finished the season averaging 31 and 11. And he also ended the season with 2,559 points. And if we add the 82 leftover upgrades with that, that's going to leave us with 959, which is enough for 9 more badge upgrades. Let's put those on before we start the playoffs. And with those upgrades, we put Dead Eye to Legend, Limitless to Legend, and also Set Shot to Legend. I want to see Bam looking like Curry out there. But in the first round, the Heat are going to be playing the 5th seed Indiana Pacers. And the Heat are going to take the first 3 games in the series, and they are going to end up sweeping the Pacers as well, where they will be playing the 1st seed Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2nd round. And the Cavaliers actually take the first 2 games in the series, and the Heat come back and win game 3, and they also win game 4 to tie the series 2-2. Caspers had 33 and Bam had 31 and 14. And the Cavs are going to go up 3-2 on the Heat. Let's see how game 6 goes. And it looks like the Cavs are going to take game 6, which is going to make an end to our playoff run. Bam dropped 31-11, Jaime made 22, and Boozer dropped 19 and 10. Just wasn't enough to get the job done. So we made some big improvements this season. We did hit 2 of our goals. Hopefully next season we can hit the MVP and the championship. Hopefully we get somebody in the offseason to help this team out. And the Cavs are actually going to go on to win the NBA championship, with Donovan Mitchell winning the Finals MVP with 31 points per game and 6 assists. So in the offseason, doesn't look like we got anybody, but our team did improve slightly. Let's just check up with Bam right before the season ends to see their record. And I just want to give a quick update before we get to the end of the season. All these game scores are like super low, so like I don't know if there was like a rule change in the offseason, maybe with the shot clock or something, but I have no idea. I probably should have checked that. If we don't win a ring in the MVP this season, I am going to check it in the next offseason. But I've never had this happen, but I just thought this is kind of crazy. But I'll see y'all back at the end of the season. We got teams putting up 58 points in a game. What? And Bam's going to win the MVP this season, averaging 21, 8, and 4. Crazy stats to win an MVP on, but it is because of the rule change, I guess. I mean, I don't know what you were doing, Adam Silver. This rule change was not it, man. But at least Bam won an MVP. And with him winning the MVP, that's going to complete our 3rd goal of the day, with only 1 left just to win a ring. And even though Bam won MVP, the Heat are only going to be the 5th seed, which is crazy. I wasn't expecting that. But we are going to be playing the 4th seed New York Knicks in the playoffs. But before we get into that, let's see how many points Bam scored this season. Kind of sucks because it's not going to be as much as it should have. Bam ended the season with 1,744 points, which is going to give us enough for 17 upgrades. So let's put that on before we start these playoffs. So with those upgrades, I just honestly wanted to max out all the defending ones I can. So we got post, lockdown, challenger, off-ball pest, glove, interceptor, all to legend, and we put Pogo up to Hall of Fame. But let's go ahead and get these playoffs started. And after 3 games, the New York Knicks are going to take a 2-1 lead on the Heat, and the Heat tie it up 2-2. And the Knicks are actually going to go up 3-2 on the Heat, not the start we're looking for. And the Heat are actually going to lose to the Knicks in 6 games. Final score was 85-71, but Bam did put up 26 points. It's not his fault. We just don't have any help. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully this offseason we might be able to get somebody, and also need to change this rule change. But the Spurs are going to end up winning the ring this year, with Victor Wembanyama averaging 22 and 8 in the finals. But let's figure out what this rule change was. All right, so I think I figured out the rule change. So I changed the shot clock back to 24 seconds. So hopefully the stats go back to normal next season. So in the offseason, it actually looks like the Heat got a 90 overall Stephon Castle. That's going to be a big upgrade of the team, hopefully leading us to the 1st seed and a ring. But I'm just going to go ahead and sim this whole season, and I'll see y'all in the playoffs. And Bam Adebayo is going to win back-to-back MVPs, averaging 32, 11, and 5. And he also led the Miami Heat to a 1st seed, where they will be facing the 8th seed Brooklyn Nets. And I don't think we really need to upgrade them, but I'm just going to do it because why not? So Bam finished the season with 2,632 points, and I'm just going to go ahead and put up 26 badge upgrades. And with those upgrades, I basically maxed out some of these finishing badges I didn't. You also got Shifty up, touched a little of his playmaking, and I think we maxed out every single defensive badge. Let's go ahead and send the first round. The Nets actually take game 1, which is crazy. I mean, Bam and Castle played really good, but so did the Nets. Actually, and John Morant's on the Nets. It's crazy. But the Heat are going to end up winning the next 4 games. Gentlemen sweeping the Nets, moving on to the 2nd round, where they'll be facing the 5th seed Orlando Magic. And the Heat have no problem beating the Magic as well, also beating them in 5 games, where they will face the 2nd seed Atlanta Hawks. And 4 games in, the series is tied at 2-2. And the Heat are going to dominate the Hawks in game 5 to take a 3-2 lead in the series. Bam put up 32 points, 14 rebounds, with Stephon Castle putting up 23. And the Heat are also going to beat the Hawks in 6 games to win the series. Bam finished the series out with 32 points and 17 boards, with Cam Boozer putting up 29 points. And Bam is also going to win the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, averaging 28 and 12. And the Heat will be facing the Mavericks in the finals. And after 3 games, the Heat are up 2-1 on the Mavericks, and the Mavericks tie the series 2-2. And the Mavericks actually go up 3-2 against the Heat. And game 6 is not even going to be close, with the Heat absolutely blowing out the Mavericks, 139-101. Bam put a 42, 16, and 9. He really wants that ring. And we now have game 7 to win a ring here. And with 39 seconds left, the Miami Heat have a 4-point lead on the Mavericks. Mavericks do have the ball. If the Heat can maintain this lead, they will win a ring. And flag out to Murphy, and he misses the 3. Bam got fouled, and it was actually Jokic who fouled out. Cooper, Flag, and Jokic on the same team is crazy, but Bam is going to be at the line with a chance to make it a 6-point game. And Bam makes the first free throw, and Bam also makes the second free throw to put the Heat up by 6. And Flag puts up the layup and makes it, cutting the lead down to 4 points. And the Heat are having trouble inbounding it, get it into Kasparas, who is going to get fouled. And if they just keep making their free throws, they should be good. And Kasparas does end up making both free throws. The Mavs inbound it to Howard, who gives it to Toppin, up for the 3, who makes it and cuts the lead down to 3. The Heat have to lock in. And Bam inbounds it to Castle, who is also going to get another shot at the line. We'll see if he makes both. And Castle is going to make both free throws, putting the Heat up by 5, and the Mavs have no timeout, so they have to get a quick score here. The Heat just got to play some decent defense. Back to Toppin, another 3-pointer. The Mavs are only down by 2 with 7 seconds left. What is going on? The Heat cannot get a stop. I don't know what the Heat are doing, but all they got to do is not get a turnover and just keep making their free throws, and they should win. But they are selling like crazy right now. Adebayo's going to be inbounding it, and he gives it to Kasparas, who gets fouled, and will get 2 more shots at the line. Kasparas makes his first free throw. He also makes his second free throw. So this game should be over. I'm not sure if the Mavs can do much here, but they are going to take it up the court to Flag, who shoots the 3 and makes it again. The Mavs are only down 1. All you got to do is inbound it. I don't know what's going on. Castle got fouled, but the Mavs are actually climbing back. I don't know how, but Castle, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. He missed the first free throw, and Castle makes the second. The Mavs have a chance to get a shot off here, and Powell with the full court shot, and he barely misses the full court shot to win the finals, and the Miami Heat are going to win the finals. And there you have it. The Heat do win a ring. I'm curious to see if Bam did get a finals MVP though. There we have the ring. Let's see if Bam gets the trophy. There you have it. Bam has been handed the finals MVP. I'm curious to see what his stats were. And that was scary. The Heat sold so bad there. The Mavs low-key deserved that one, man. I can't be saying that though. The goal is to get Bam a ring. I can't be saying that. There you have it. The Miami Heat have won the championship. Bam won the finals MVP, averaging 27, 13, and 6. And with Bam winning a ring, that's going to complete our 4th and final goal of the day. And I'm honestly still like stunned that almost happened. Like, I can't believe how bad the Heat sold. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. If you want to see a video where every point I score with Kobe is +1 attribute, click the video popping up on screen right now. Leave a comment of any video ideas you guys want to see, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.